Hello. Hello, Jesus Christ. Nice to see you here. I think you're making a comeback. There's 4 people in, so I'm just going to wait. I think I'm a few minutes early anyway. I need a cushion, actually. Thank you. Hello. Is it Marvel 678? I'm not sure. And Anne. Hi. My nana was called Annie. One of my nanas. I was going to drink out of, I've got coffee stains all over it. My Q cup, make the earth great again. But I'm not, I'm feeling very, I do have lots of different mugs. Very green today. Like, naturified. Probably because I've been in the garden. But, right, it's nearly past. I'm just going to get a few gulps of my coffee before I start. And then just, doesn't really matter who's in because they can watch it after. I really need to sort my nails out. Yeah, it's a painting that I've started layering, so you'll see progress. It's not nowhere near finished yet. Neither is the one behind it, that still needs a bit more adding to it. The one I did, you know, that one that people have seen. The Doom Show, the last train out. Put some vodka in a coffee. I don't drink alcohol. Not in the house anyway. I don't need it. Hi. Oh, is it just Revel now? But it's a bit of a mixed chat. I've got a few things. I've not been looking at that much as in as in the Q post or anything. I'm just waiting for it to play out, you know, the Mueller thing and everything, and no Russia conclusion, was there? Nothing to do with Trump, nothing to do with Russia really. So I just want to show you this that Finn made me at school the other day, even though it's fallen to bits because the clay is cracking and the button's fallen off, but basically it was this little face that he did at nursery. The button's fallen off, so I'll have to glue that back on so he doesn't know. But I did this lovely little picture of me out of clay with feathery hair. It's got the feathers going on there though. Big nice smile. And he's put a butterfly on it, which is nice because I like butterflies. And I've got pink eyes, I do like pink. So there's a little Finn's creative creation. Just thought I'd show you that because it's cute and hilarious at the same time. I'm going to have to sort of glue it back together. Adventure Time. Oh, do you mean Finn and... Don't tell me. I bet it's this that you're talking about. They're going to go after the hoax creators. Hang on. Let me find it. Just before we get into chat about different things that I've written up over there. This book I drew in ages ago. Do you mean Finn's Adventures as in this? Because I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Finn and Jake, I knew you were going to say that. It's in my book from last year. It is... I knew what you were talking about. Where is it? Let me see if I can find my picture of... There it is. There's Finn. Which character is it, by the way? There's Finn with the hat on when he was a bit younger. And there's there it is. Finn and Jake. Finn and Jake. Finn and Jake's Adventures. In whatever the cartoon was called. Yeah. Oh yeah, Finn and Jake Adventure Time. So yeah, he's got the hat. So I knew exactly what you were talking about then. I was like, yeah, I've got that somewhere. There's a sticker I designed last year as well, a local witchy sticker. Yeah, just thought I'd show you that because I actually bought today another one of. I'm just going to sort of ramble a bit and then I'm going to go into whatever chat I'm talking about. It's a few bits and bobs. Some of it's Flat Earth, some of it's JFK, some of it whatever. This book that I use as I wear that hat. It's pink Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty. This little notebook, plain notebook with no lines on because I like drawing. This is just my random nutty professor sort of put my ideas in, things that I like, things that come to me. Might make no sense, but I just stick it in here anyway. Things that I'm thinking of. Anything to do with the conspiracies or so-called conspiracies and everything that's sort of going on in my head. And just random pictures, which I'll show you in a minute. I went to get another one because I thought, oh, I'll use it for, because I like drawing in it, I'll use it for nature drawings because when I go in my garden more or the weather gets better, which it was lovely today, beautiful, I can, if I'm out and about, I've got a little skinny one, because this is the same one, hi, that I can start drawing. I want to start drawing flowers, like nature stuff. You know, I love drawing women's faces and stuff like this, but I just want to practice some flower drawings and stuff, and putting pressed flowers in my books because I love doing that. And I didn't realise, I picked this up, like, I mean, it was only £4. I was like, oh no, it's lined, where this one was same book, but obviously one's lined, one's not. So this one I think I'm going to use for journaling, maybe just for writing ideas down. So I'll use that anyway, won't go to waste, but I'm going to get another one that's plain because I thought I'll use that for writing ideas. Maybe I might use this actually for writing poems in, because that's another thing I want to do, because, you know, I've done a few poems and I did the Q poem sort of thing, and I want to start doing stuff like that, keep myself busy in all creative aspects, that, and then drawing in this. And today I was in the garden because it was beautiful today, went food shopping, then I said, come on, to finish, we're going to go in the garden, we're going to do a bit of archery. It's lasted about 2 minutes. I did pretty well. I had my big bullseye up that I've got, which is quite a, I'll show you, quite a big one. This. So when I first showed me doing it, practicing for the very first time, you know, I got silly comments like, oh, you didn't even hit the bullseye, the target. I thought there wasn't a target the first time I did it. I was just like firing it to see if I could actually aim it. And then obviously I got myself this, which I hung on this garden thing, so it was like this high, and I managed to get it here. I hit the bullseye from the other side of the garden, but it didn't actually stick in. I think it did in some, but it sort of bounced out of it anyway. Hi, Sleeping Worry. So it was good with this, but it doesn't always stick in it. It bounces off, but I did hit the bullseye. And Finn was like running up and down getting me my arrows. But the only thing I did do was I did break a few of them. So the actual end of them are really spiky and sharp, but I actually lost the end on that one. It's got grass on it where it shot in the thing. So, but luckily I did get quite a few of these. And I think I did break 2 today, but yeah, still getting used to it, still love it. Take your attention out on shooting that down the garden. So I like that. So before I go into chat, I'm just sort of saying what I've done today. So I planted some new plants, which I think I did a little video on. I was showing some of them anyway. Yeah, silver tip for werewolves, I do, yep. Gardening, which I've been saving my egg boxes now, because what I do with these, what I do with my egg boxes is I use these, put soil in, and this is when I start little seeds off, because I'll start growing my own stuff. And I have actually got an avocado nut seed, whatever you want to call it, for my avocados that I did do the other year, and I think there's 2 still in the garden, and I grew an avocado plant, so I'll be showing that again, how you stick sticks in and you can grow an avocado plant from an avocado seed. You look right with me. Yeah, it's a bit you know, I mean, I think they were going to do sort of the Hunger Games, weren't they? There was all that thing about, you probably would put something like that on TV. Well, you know, we haven't got guns in this country, but yeah, because they're trying to take them away from everywhere, aren't they? New Zealand's the last one. Oh, let's go gun grabbing over there. 18. So yeah, won't let that go. I'll end up shooting Jack over there, the bird. So yeah, mind you, the ends fell off. So I was doing that. I didn't manage to hoop today. I was supposed to be hooping today, so I'll probably leave that till tomorrow. Because I was doing that, I was gardening, I was writing. I pulled some cards out, which I'm going to show you at the end, because these cards were very good. You know, my oracle cards. What else was I doing? Oh, I was doing this in the garden as well. Cocktail sticks. Yeah. Designing another bag. Just started. It will be colourful on the other side as well. But I was doing this in the garden. Just starting to put this together. It's going to have mandalas on it. Getting some bags ready to, I take my time doing stuff, but started another one off. I've got to add a bit more to that. What else was I doing? A bit of reading, a bit of watching, a couple of things. Not much today. Got some help off Sleeping Warrior. Thank you very much. Sent me some speakers, but I won't be showing them yet because somebody lovely also is sending me a webcam, a good webcam that'll hopefully be like how you see me now, but on the PC, because it's not very good, visual quality, which will benefit you and benefit me also, when I want to show things and art and stuff like that, because the camera on the webcam doesn't really pick up that well. So, I want you to see things, good. So I don't know if that person wants to let me tell them that they helped with the camera, so I'd have to ask them first, but they know who they are. Thank you so much. I was like, oh my God, there's good people out there. And this is just going to be a random chat because it's not in order, and I'm just going to say what comes out of my mouth. There's good people out there, and I was saying to someone the other day, a friend the other day, that, people say, oh, can you trust this, that, and the other? It's like, sometimes you have got to let your guard down and trust people sometimes, because I don't know where he is tonight. He might be, what day is it? Monday. He might be at pool. Monday might be at pool. But yeah, I'll probably be in tomorrow anyway. But there are a lot of good people out there, and that's why I like to say that thing about JFK Jr., which I will go into a minute. Is the could have been a great man. Could have been a great man. We want to be a good man. Anyone can be great. Think they're great. Are you good though? Are you good? Are you for the people? Even if you weren't, did you turn for the people? Also, I want to give a shout out to Roseanne Barr, because her little videos, if you go and watch them, and I know Fifth World, I don't think she's in, is, hi, anyone who's just come in, is, thank you, yeah, is, another friend, a friend said as well, oh, like, she seems to know in that, and oh, she supports Trump. It's like, of course she knows, it's Roseanne Barr. And everyone go, oh, she's Jewish, and it's like, yeah. It's not the Jewish people, it's the regimes, and it's not the Jewish, it's the fake Jews, Khazarian mafia, a bit like the EU and all that sort of stuff. And apparently we're getting a EU army over here just in case it kicks off a Brexit. Is that so the Queen can go and do one, and the royals? Is that why she's dying of cancer or whatever? Yeah, whatever. Hi Lisa. So we've got King, we've got North Korea, because I can't say your name, I think it's North Korea. Sleeping Warrior, Revel, LA Taylor. Is it Resistar? Who else is it? Sinead. I think it's a newbie. I'll call you 678. Robin. The Doom Show. Jesus Christ is in today, and Anne, so that is brilliant. Jesus Christ is here today. The Queen is demonic. Yep, well, I said a few weeks back, I mean, because I know what's going on with Q. I mean, Q told the royal family last year, but, you know, was it reported she's dying of cancer, or they're going to do one? Where were they? I wonder if they were going to go to New Zealand. Like I said, if you want to know the truth about New Zealand, what was really going on, you want to go and watch STG Report and go and listen to that, because that's an eye-opener. But most of us know this stuff that's going on. That's why I haven't really looked at a lot. I'm trusting the plan because we got told the plan last year with Q going on, you know, that conspiracy theory. That's a conspiracy, which, is it? Is it really? The BBC said it was a conspiracy. Okay, it's a Trump conspiracy apparently. I want to show you something. That's why the royals have been in the news so much about, you know, yeah, I did paint that. It's not finished yet though. SGT report is disinformation. Be careful. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like people are going on about Twitter and who like everyone's arguing on Twitter and this, that, and the other. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, there is. I'm not really looking at it because I believe some accounts got messed up, some accounts got hacked. So, got to be careful. So. I do have more paintings, but I'm not talking about paintings at the minute. I do sometimes. I've got to think where this was now. Now, we all know, if you followed me for a bit, that, you know, I'm onto the JFK Jr. thing, been onto it for ages for UQ. I wholeheartedly believe he's alive. You know, you get people who go, he's not alive. You got more chance of Jesus Christ coming back. And he's like, well, that's coming back as well. Well, some people believe in aliens, but they can't believe that a man might have faked his death with his wife and his sister. It's like, we all know this happens. So why can't it happen to JFK Jr.? And he'd have a big enough reason to do it, but I'm not going to go into it because I did loads of videos last year. A lot of people are coming onto it now, and there's been some more people in the USA bringing it up just now because they're coming across it, which is brilliant because at least they're coming across it. Yeah, JFK Jr. lives, but I did this last, what was it, summer, autumn, I don't know what it was, so I don't need to talk about that much because I did all my digging on it, did all my research, me and my dad know about that, and then did the lovely little painting over there, which I'm going to have to show because I do love it. You know, my little JFK Jr. Hi, Dave! My little JFK Jr. little... It was only a quick scribble, but I liked it that much, so there you go. Dave, I just want to say, I think you said something about PayPal, but I'm just checking because I'm not sure if that's what you meant because it's not there. Not that it has to be. I was just more worried for you because, you know, if you get what I'm saying. So you might have to email me. I was just a bit like, oh, I think he said he put something in, but I can't see anything, and I hope it hasn't took it off him because we didn't. If they got the link in, because the lovely Curious Inside, if she sees this, it's okay because that went through. We changed it, and that link was all right, and it ended up because it was pending for ages. And then we had trouble with. Sleeping Warrior tried for me with like £1, and then my son did with 50p, and that went through. So I think the link's okay. I put it in your account using. Oh, let me check, Dave. Aha. I was like looking. I was like, oh, so let me check. That's where I was getting confused. Hi to anyone who's just come in. Yeah, that's just my thing to JFK Jr. Like, what is it? So, where am I? Oh, it's got in. Thank you, Dave. Oh, Don't know why I just wanted to go like that on you, but I can't. So thank you, Dave. This is what I'm saying about kind-hearted people. That is going to get me a telescope, and I will order it right now, Dave. Just so thank you. Yeah, Donald Trump. Let me go over. Oh. Well, you'd be glad to know, Dave, I've got help with the camera, a good one, and speakers off Sleeping Warrior, so we're going to have more like, so when I get on my PC and can do a lot more things, it'd be better for everybody visually and all that sort of stuff. I'm learning people. Right, because Dave has been so kind to gift me that, I said I would get a telescope. I'm going to talk about planets and things at the end of this sort of thing. Hi Anon. It's a bit of a mixed chat. 17 messages on me. Anyway, what am I looking for? Now I think the one I saw. Hi. If you're new, if you've just come in, hi. What am I looking for? Oh yeah. So let's go. Nah, you're jealous. What when it comes? I think right. It was this one. This one was the one that I said I was gonna get because apparently it was £129, gone down to £49.99. So, it was this one. If anyone knows about, the other ones were dearer. So, was this one, and it did say it was a. It did say it was a reflector, 76 by 700 adjustable tripod lens and covers. So, I sound like a thingies. So, oh, thank you, Dave. I wasn't expecting it though, but thank you. I used to be a bit like, oh, hang on, I'm supposed to be ordering it, aren't I? I'm tapping buy and so that is with the help of I'm just going to stick it on charge because my phone's about to die and I need to show you some stuff. Thank you very much. Just let me. Thank you very much because, it's just me and the boys and that's a very kind gesture, but it will benefit my channel because I'll be talking about it. I don't know if you can actually get things to go on telescopes that you'd be able to see like a camera. I'm just thinking out loud, so I don't know. But thank you very much because it's really sweet, and people who are helping me who have done little donations or things as big as that, which is beautiful, and speakers of Sleeping Warrior and someone else who's done something, but I'm not saying it yet because I don't know if they want me to. They know who they are. Is mixed up chat. Yeah, it's just random because I've got something written over there, but it just shows you that people. I could probably cry just because I think it's sweet because when people like to help each other, whatever way that is. Some people. Like this card here, I'm not showing you cards yet, but one of the cards that came in today is number 41, is in service to people. In service, because this is the whole thing with the New World Order. This is just going to randomly come out of my mouth now. The New World Order that we're in, coming in, well, I won't say coming in, they were in, but as we know, got cut off at the pinnacle of what they were going to do, is they're for themselves. Going into a new world, whatever you want to say, it's because there's so many different words for all this certain stuff, ascension, whatever you want to call it. It's up to you what word you want to use. It's to be in service to others, not just for yourself. And there's many ways you can be in service to others because, some people say, oh, if you have a lot of money, you can give, the more you give, the more you get. Not that you do it to receive, but that's how it works anyway. But it doesn't mean, you have to be giving money. Everyone can give in certain ways. I believe my way is on here with whatever I'm waffling on about. keeping positive vibes up anyway, you know, that sort of thing, showing my art and all the different stuff I talk about, because I believe, I'm not saying all of you do, but some people find something in something I'm talking about. You are a magical inspiration. Thank you. And if that's anything, even if I'm not on the right track of things or people don't believe what I'm saying, at least most of the things I get is inspirational and a good vibe. So that's good enough for me. Yeah. So remind me about the cards, because I sat here and the good cards that were pulled out today in the garden. Swear to God, if Antifa throws piss on me, I'm going to choke myself. I know, like, those lips make my Scottish blood, but yeah, I know. Oh. So, yeah, what was I going to start with? So, I can't show you. Right, there's a JFK Jr. video I want to show you, but I might leave it till the end. All it was, if anyone's seen the JFK Jr. video, it looks like him, definitely looks like him. At an airport or somewhere, when he got clocked, he sort of went like this. But look at his hairline. And don't forget, he's older, because some people go, it doesn't look like him. I mean, this has got no prosthetics on or nothing. People go, it doesn't look like him. It's like, he supposedly died in 1999. He's a little bit older now, people. You know, we're not looking at what he was, but his hairline. And I'm big at looking at visual things. Remember, I'm a woman for one, and I go a very lot of pictures and stuff like that. I don't work very well with words and things, which reminds me, no, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, but I was reading a book out the other day with my Piscean traits, and it did actually say in it, which I've always said was, oh my God, it's so him. Exactly. I'm just going to let my phone charge a little bit and then I'll show you. Is, you know, don't work very well off words, but you've always been a visionary, like work with visions and pictures and images, because that is how I've always been. When I was at school, I used to always be doodling on the back of my book. I was always doodling flowers and things and stuff. So I've always been like that. Smirk face is perfect. Smirk face? What's a smirk face? What's a smirk face? Oh, it's gone. I can't even do it now. I'm very expressional with my face. That's why you can tell I haven't had Botox, because look. Someone said once, oh, with the Botox you've had, I felt like saying, if you had a laugh, my face wouldn't be moving as much as it does. Are you serious? Are you serious? No. JFK Jr.'s wife totally looks... This is what I mean. You can tell by Caroline, is it? Caroline. And people go, oh yeah, it looks like her. Oh, it really does look like her. Well, obviously, if it's her, it's him, isn't it? But people just don't want to look. It's like when I was talking about the Akashic Records the other day. Whether people believe it or not, I do have funny comments sometimes like, it's really interesting what you look into, but there's no evidence in it, is there? It's like, there's not a lot of evidence in a lot of stuff, especially that sort of what people call mystic stuff, but you can feel it. You know, like I said, there's stuff around us all the time, energies, and what's in front of my face now, I don't know. Dogs have a different hearing frequency, you know, on a different frequency. Dogs can hear things we can't. Yeah, sextile, yeah, but they can hear it because we're on a different frequency. We're all going to a frequency, and then you'll start seeing things. But L.A. Taylor, yeah, I'm going to talk about planetary things at the end of this, because this is where people get a bit like, well, you can talk about flat Earth, but planets, it's like, yeah. Doesn't mean I believe the concept of NASA, the concept of what they say. Doesn't actually mean that everything they say is BS, if you get what I'm saying, truth and lies and everything. But I'm just going to let my phone... What I'll do is I'll talk about what I'm going to talk about, and then I'll have to show you, because I'm just letting my phone charge a little bit. But there was a JFK Jr. one. I can't remember on whose channel it was. But it was like they just came across him and thought, oh my God, that looks like JFK Jr. And then when he got clocked that he was being watched, it was a bit like this, as if he didn't want it to come out yet, but it has. So, but it's like I said to someone the other day, the evidence there, you know, he's not come out fully, but we know he's come out because we've seen him, you know. You can see some of what's there under the influence of mushrooms. And yeah, DMT. Yeah, I've seen all the DMT videos, and it's amazing. That's what I mean. People call like the elves and the what would you call it? The how do you call it? Spirit world, or the the different dimensions, because I do believe there's different dimensions, and the things that are in front of us that these eyes can't see because we're not tuned into that frequency, there all the time. The other day when I think Dave was saying about that picture and seeing something here, I've had the lights flickering off on my mannequin over there. I've had a funny noise over there and the pebble dropping again. I was talking about my nana, and the pebble dropping came when my nana died. And if anyone's wondering, well, what's she talking about? Yeah, fairies and the pixies. Exactly, that's where the fairies and the pixies come from. Pixie, fairy, those energies. When my nana passed away, it felt like a pebble dropped on the floor because I have a wooden floor. Hi, Rachel, and I was like, nothing's fell on the floor. I've got crystals and things, but I thought nothing was on the floor. Rang my sister to tell her, and she said the same thing happened in her house. Yet she's got a carpet, but it felt like it sounded like a pebble dropping on the floor. She's got a carpet, and a fella heard it as well. So I was like, talking about frequencies, this is just randomly, it's what's coming in my head, like remembering. If anyone saw the video from earlier on when I was in the garden, there was a little beetle. Actually, it wasn't that little. It was about that big. It was a big green thing. I don't know. And it flew past me, and there was a ladybird as well. And I know they're lucky, everyone was commenting, but I was like, no, Fifth World said she's got a tattoo. And I was actually thinking of, because I want to finish this off with bumblebees and different things on it, earthly things. It reminded me of people when they talk about, I'm not going to be able to say this, sectotoids, is it? Or whatever they're called. Like, when people talk about, I know some people think this is bonkers, but whatever. When they talk about ETs as being like mantis things, like insect things, it reminded me of that because someone said when they see that frequency, feel that energy, that frequency, that was, it's like a buzzing sound. And when it went past my ear, I was like, God, that was really loud. Like, you know, the wings, yeah, insectoid, like, I can't even do the noise for it, but when it flew past, I was like, yeah, mantids, yeah. And so you see, so this is going to really go random, upside down. Some people laugh about that, but is it an energy? This is where I'm going to go back to in the planetary things in a bit. Is they say the micro? I'm going to say this wrong. Microism, is it? And the one that's big and the one that's small, and then if they came in, they'd be bigger. That could be sort of like what that is. If anyone gets what I'm saying, because I can't even explain what I'm talking about at the minute, but it just reminded me of that. That's what people noise that they hear or hear when if they're getting in contact with things and you're on a frequency and you hear that that noise, micro and the macro. Yeah, that's right. I'll just say it short. Which also, this is going to go randomly into what was I was watching. I was watching a bit of Flat Earth today. I was watching Flat Earth, Banjo. Right, let's let me get my phone because it should have enough juice in it. I was watching, because these are ones you can go and check if you're into it all anyway. If you're not, that's fine, you don't have to be, or you might be interested. I was watching before, I think my dad sent it me actually, it was, let me have a quick look in the library. I was watching, I'll leave you to it. I'm not moody today. I'm only moody with you because you just, you know what you like. Haven't spoke to you today, mister. Where is it? So, I watched, this was really interesting. It was called Flat Earth Encyclopedia Americana mentions dome over Antarctica. So I'm going to show you. No, he's a friend. I always get moody with him because we have different opinions on stuff. He doesn't believe Trump's good, so, you know, I don't like it. You know, he doesn't believe in Cube, don't like it. So, by Flat Earth Banjo USA, just let me find out what this channel's called. Flat Out Banjo USA, Japan and Brazil. A bit of a name, but there you go. Is Callum Antifa? Well, I begin to wonder. No, he's not, but he might as well be. I'm joking. Right, I'm going to let you listen to this woman but you can go and check it out yourself. So, this is what she said.
Okay, people, my name is Dana. This is my very first YouTube video ever. I've got something here that I don't quite understand, and I'm hoping maybe someone out there can explain it to me. I've been doing a lot of research on the flat Earth and the firmament, things like that. This is a set of encyclopedias I have. They're Encyclopedia Americana. This is volume 2. It's the A's. What we're going to do is look at what it says about Antarctica. These, just remember, this is a 1958 edition. Okay, this was before the Antarctic Treaty was signed. This was before the supposed Apollo mission.
I'll go into that, King. This was before the Antarctic Treaty signed thingy-majiggy.
I want to show you something that it says in here about Antarctica. It basically talks about all the exploration. It says here, Antarctic regions, all the exploration. Has a few photos, not too many. This is the map created back then. I've read all of this. This is the part here that I have the question about. I am trying my best to get some light on here really good. Like I said, this is my first video. Don't criticize me too much. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see. Okay, I hope you can see this. They did flights, and it says, these flights prove the inland areas to be featureless in character, with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Okay, I have no idea what that means. There seems to be only one definition for the word dome. Anyway, if anybody has any idea what this means, can explain this to me, I would appreciate it.
So if you want to go and check that out, that was, like I said, Flat Earth, Banjo, USA, Japan and Brazil. That's what the actual channel is called. Yeah, a plane is flat. And that's why I do believe when Trump said, I fly many planes, lots of planes, and he put plane in capital letters, hinting people, I believe, and I'd know if the world was round. Boom, just saying. A plane is flat. Perspective, we have a dome and a bit underneath looking. Yeah, of the Earth. Yeah, do you mean like we get a piece of pie? Oh, I'll draw it here. Draw it in my book of stuff. Do you mean like? And just before anybody gets sort of triggered, from other side of the Hit Pieces channel is. We're just drawing ideas out. Do you mean, like, some people say, you've got to say, like, you've got Earth here, and maybe it's a bit, like a plane, and then you've got a dome, and then you've got a little bit of a domey thing going on around here, but that's not actual Earth, that's just whatever. So it looks a bit, so you could say it's a sphere, but it's not. This bit isn't. This flat plane of existence. I've seen many. It's in one of my cards, actually. Let me see if I can find it. I'll just put the cards that I pulled out there. Let me see if I can find this picture of the potential gateway, because the potential gateway, folks, potential gateway to a different dimension. Let's see if I can find. If I had this card quite a bit, I sort of see it like this. This is how I'd like to sort of, it's put out in fantasy films sometimes, but people beginning to realise that sometimes when you look at fantasy now, it's more reality, and reality is fake. A bit like this, Here's the plane. You know, it does go around like that. Here's the plane with bits of Earth underneath. This could be the energies of Aurora Borealis at the North and South Pole going through, Tree of Life, and then it could have a dome here, and a bit here. So that's what I like to see it as. And this is the heart. You could call the heart chakra. Going back to one, going back to the heart, frequency, vibration, potential gateway, this is called, which reminds me of the pineal gland, third eye, because there's potential gateways if you go within and you can connect to all these higher dimensions, energies, frequencies, whatever you want to call it, which I will be talking about again in a little bit because this is all mumbled up everywhere. I've watched the Warrior Channel, but the maths boggle my mind. Yeah, the thing is, Dave, I watch some of them and I'm not really into the mind-boggling stuff that blah, blah, blah. Mine's more on the sort of astrology side of it and just more knowing that, which I'm going to go into because then after that I watched Patricia. Oh, I'm going to get her name wrong. And now I forgot her name now. But I'm sure Sleeping Warrior will say. I watched a really good vid. 2 today actually. I watched Patricia Steer. Earlier on I watched, was it a new one or was it? Yeah, 25th of March 2019. So I watched Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes, which is Patricia Steer's channel, and I watched the one entitled Patricia Steer Talks to Dr. Luther Smith, Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes, because what they were saying, I think it was this one, what they were saying at the beginning, it was like, but that's the thing about Flat Earth is, I'm going to...
The space program and some of the things
Hang on.
like that. What would be, for instance, excuse me, a flat earther, the perspective that one has been lied to.
We've been lied to.
NASA,
we know that.
right?
NASA, yeah. Where's all that money going? What they doing?
The space program and some of the things like that. What would be, for instance, let's say 50 years down the line, flat Earth is now the prevailing, essentially, doctrine, right? What would be the implications of that? So, no more space program, no more. What would be the end result, the end game of that?
I cannot
Patricia.
predict how the world would change. I look more toward things that can be done short term, and what happens long term will be determined
Here
by
as well.
people who wake up.
Who wake up.
Many are amassed. So what can be done short
Yeah,
term
it is all coming out,
gather
Dave.
more people together, look at the topic and find it valid. Will there be rioting in the streets? Will there be, governmental buildings torn down brick by brick? Will there be people sued?
People are getting sued.
Arrested?
People are getting arrested.
There won't be anything really horrible happening that will endanger innocent parties. And I don't even any sort of corporal punishment anyway. But there are people responsible for keeping the lie going, and I would hope they would be brought to justice.
Keeping the lie going.
Most
Hi.
people just inherited the lie from those before them, and those before them are probably dead. So I would hope that when the anger dies down,
And I'll tell you what I
if
think in a
this
minute.
comes to pass, that we all become flat earthers, that we rebuild a society where there is more honesty about
Hi.
the world we live in. Because there are great mysteries. The great mysteries are not getting on a rocket and flying to Pluto or setting up a colony on Mars, because those are just lights in the sky. They're not terra firma.
Talk about that in a minute, but
Instead of building castles in the sky, which pretty much means fairy tales we can never live out, we could focus our time and our money on solving problems here. And also,
hi, crosshatch.
discover the earth is flat as a mass, as a group of society, not just the flat
No, not
earthers
now.
we've got now. People may come to a better understanding that this world is not an accident caused by a big bang where nothing exploded.
Well, basically, go and watch that if you're interested in it, because that was Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes, Patricia Steer channel, you'll see that one, because it's like what she said, after all the, because I know she's on to other stuff that people call conspiracies, but we all know it's not just flat earth. To me, it's all connected to dots, it's all the same, and it all comes back to flat earth, and all the other stuff's all connected. So what she was saying in that show was brilliant, because after all the, you know, they've just kept the lie going. We know that we've been lied to about a lot of things. I do believe some of the things NASA could be putting out could be true on certain levels, but we know the main ones of the moon landing and all that isn't, you know, because they put lies on truth and everything, but we know there's lies of that. But basically, as she was saying, because you can go and listen to the rest of it, is, hang on a minute, is, you know, after all the anger and all the realisation of the lies and this, that and the other, and certain things are completely different to what they thought it was, we will all come back to wanting to learn new things and bringing the harmony back in, and all that sort of good, brilliant stuff that she says on her channel, talking about that discussion that she was having. It makes total sense. Like she said, I hope there isn't a lot of rioting. There probably will be a bit of rioting, or the people bringing down government buildings. There might be, but it's people's anger when they realise, you know, we're all in the same boat. We've all been lied to, you know. But it's for the, like she says, the ones that are going to change it are the people that are waking up, because they know. So I don't believe it has to be. Sorry, I'm just trying to take a screenshot of what someone's just said. To go and look at. It's what was I just saying then? Sorry. They're still there, maybe on the day. We'll see. Oh, they're still on. I don't know if that was the one I was watching, but there has to be so many people that have to wake up. I mean, people need to wake up, but I believe when there's enough, it'll be enough for, you know, to help those when they wake up and to get things moving. So the people who are going to be angry that probably didn't know about this, they're probably the ones that might riot and stuff. There will be stuff like that, but the thing is, hi, Jason of the Disby family. Hi, there's already been riots. People think there's going to be riots. Yes, there probably is, but they've already been rioting. It's like the Q thing I'm on. Some people think it's a conspiracy. If you've been watching that, that's why the yellow vests are going about. In France, that's why the riot police were shooting them with rubber bullets and doing damage. But not just in Paris, because that's the bit they want you to see. Not so much going on all over France. And they weren't all... you know, they film the Antifa side, basically, like they do over here with Tommy Robinson, pretend it's Tommy Robinson followers when it's not, because we know they all lie, and they put the numbers down and put their numbers up when actually the bigger numbers were the Tommy Robinson supporters or the Brexit supporters, and they swap everything around because they tell lies about everything. We all know what mainstream media is. So that chat on Patricia's show was brilliant, because what she said is what I believe. Yes, there could be riots and stuff like that. We hope there's not going to be nasty things happening. We don't know. But basically, the world is waking up. And even the people that are ballers, whatever you want to say, may end up go looking and think, actually, yeah. And I love the ones that have gone to debunk it. And the best one for me was Owen Benjamin, when he didn't believe in it, and then all of a sudden he did, because then he was like, it's really funny. And I love the shows like that, because he's just funny with it. He's just funny with it. So yeah, and like, I don't know who just put that thing up about, just let me go back and chat. Yellow Rose of Texas, a lie. The Vatican was told, yeah, look what's happening with the Pope at the minute, you know what's going on there. QAnon for John Floyd broke his the older bid. The lie NASA told detail of the war in heaven. Detailed. The lie NASA told detail of the war in heaven. What do you mean, Lisa? Do you mean about the war in heaven? Let me just look on that now. Ooh. The lie the Vatican told. Just subscribe, didn't realise. I wonder if I am, because I do that. I subscribe, go to subscribe, and then realise I was subscribed, and I'm like, but But yeah, the Vatican's totally evil. Oh, there's Lisa commented on there. And that's why people are going to have if they don't know what they're worshipping over there in the Vatican, they're going to have a big surprise, aren't they? What they actually, they don't know what they've been worshipping. Oh, Pursuit of Happiness is on there. It's about the real story of the human race. I will watch that. The Lie the Vatican Told. Does it say? Sorry, I'm just looking at this a minute. Yeah, I'm just seeing the reading bit. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Did you get the? Because I believe, like, when Trump said it's not just or Q said, you know, it's not just a battle of flesh and blood, is it? It's a spiritual one, you know. Battling it out above, battling it out below. Win up there, win down here. So, you mean for the hologram experiment setup? It really is an experiment. Don't mind, Nathan. Huh? Well, we have all this stuff about, you know, it's an experiment. It's we live in a matrix. We live in a this. We live in a that. Blah, 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 blah. We just want to know the truth, basically, don't we? That's what it's all about. I actually believe Earth, where we reside, our avatar, because I am on the lines with that. Spiritual beings having a human experience, you know. Everyone can laugh. I believe everything and nothing because, I mean, nothing's going to surprise me, I tell you. Earth is real. And it's people say it's like, it's a computer, like, it's like the Matrix. Like, yeah. To me, the Earth is like a biological, is that the right word? Biological, natural computer. And we work with it, which makes me go on to what makes me go on to the original Angel series on Netflix that I keep going about, the OA, which I couldn't say before. I didn't even figure out what it was. On Netflix was the original, and I'm on series 2, and series 2 just is blowing my mind. That series is blowing my mind, especially last night when I watched one of them where they're in the house doing this game. I don't want to tell you if you've not seen it too much, but she falls into a tree and she falls into the roots because the roots upside down and that way upside down world look the same, and it's connecting to her. And I was thinking about this in the garden today when I was planting some flowers, looking at the roots, and I sort of just holding it. No, it sounds mad, and I was just sort of speaking to it. It was connecting and telling her things, things it knew from the grounds, information, resource. You know, everything holds information where energy's been. And if you didn't know, trees do talk to each other and they do give food to each other underground root systems. If you've never looked into that, I can't remember what channel I was watching. It was someone who specialised in trees and the connections and how they connect underground, which reminds me of Avatar again, the film. There's a lot in that film where Earth and everything was, you know, we were part of it and they were all connecting, and everything's like a network system because we're like a network system on top. The trees are like a network system underground. So if anyone gets what I'm saying, but that series is amazeballs. I am absolutely loving it at the minute. So, oh yeah, I think you're having conversations in there, aren't you? Grow love. Yeah, I was just thinking about when I was planting some, because I was saying to my friend the other day that I love it now because I'm starting planting and stuff like that. Avatar is very close to what happened to us. That's what I believe. You know, when you look at them and you're like, and they looked a bit indigenous and they looked a bit tribal and they looked a bit, you know, avatars and as someone else took over the avatar body, didn't they, and stuff like that. So yes, I am on that, and the animals were all connected, and if you killed an animal you still had to say a prayer or say sorry to it and all that sort of good stuff. You know the song I See You, because when you look in someone else's eyes, you're looking at yourself. We are all one from one spark source, whatever you want to call it, God, whatever you want to call it. That's how I see it. seen an amazing thing in the sky today. It was like a rainbow portal, weird, but well, going on to oh, and I just want to say, I'm just going to throw this out there randomly because I don't even know what the film's called. A lot of people are going on about the plasma event. You know, when people talking about plasma event. Plasma's a bit like the ball, you know, the plasma ball like that. It's going to hit Earth, solar flashes, whatever. Dolly, you should chat to, and she's on your wavelength. Yeah, there's a lot of people on my wavelength. I know it's not just me. And people are going on about that and, oh, if it happens, you're going to hide and all that. I don't know if I'm on that sort of thing, but because I believe it might just be an energy thing. I don't know. Never been in one. Whatever. But there's all these videos out there, great people put great videos on about it and what they think, and the thing that they put out on telly showing us the plasma. The one thing I noticed the other day, was your illustrated style would be good for a set of tarot cards. I have been thinking that even though there'd be a lot of cards in a tarot deck, but people have said that to me before, thank you very much, is I was watching something the other day and an advert came up and it was for a new film. I can't remember, you might know, kids film, I think it's new, called Kazam or something. Kazam or something like that. Kid puts a suit on, or says Kazam, a kid, and then he has a superhero suit on, red of course, with a yellow, Kazam, with a yellow lightning sign, lightning, Tesla, lightning, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, and it said something like, yeah, when he said the word and became a superhero, and his mates were like, whoa, he got special powers. And I thought, because when people go on about the plasma event, the plasma event, yeah, it's a bit like, if I've heard some people say, I'm not saying this is true, I'm just saying, if it hits us, to our DNA changes, like if anyone knows about the crystalline DNA, when I'm looking at shiny skin and shiny hands, that sort of stuff, that's what we were, crystalline. The mark of the beast 666 is carbon, carbon, 6 protons, 6 whatever, 6 doodads, you know, whatever they are. That we might gain our true powers. We might get powers, our true powers. What, of telepathy, of, I don't know, things that we had before. If anyone gets what I'm saying, I was like, they put it all out there in films. I was like, that's interesting. So actually, just let me go and find, I'm sure I took a picture of, just saying, because they do put it out there, and I was like, I feel like I'm always battling good and evil. Yeah, I'm battling it. Everybody's battling it. Here it is. Let me see if I can. So the mark of the beast is us. I love this picture because it's a bit like, hey, yeah, this reminds me of us. There's like a matrix self, spiritual self, like, well, whatever you want to call it. This to this. So this carbon 666, the number of the beast, and you and me, we're the number of the beast. It's carbon. Carbon 666 is 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. Now, if we've got something else in us that's been hidden or suppressed, then maybe we come from carbon back into crystalline, if anyone gets what I'm saying. But 666 is 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, mark of the beast system and all that stuff, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Trump and Q know this. Yeah, they do. Why Q recommended the lie the Vatican told one of the rose. Yeah. Well, they do know, and that's why I said they did say it's not just a war of blood and flesh, because it is on the physical plane, it's also a spiritual war, because they've been going for Christian countries, don't matter if you're Christian or not. I'm not, but I believe in I'm not religious in that, but I believe in Christian values and traditions. A lot of people do, whether you going for them countries and that religion and sort of stuff like that, you know. It is a spiritual war, because that's sort of what the globalists push as well. All the stuff that they were bringing in, all that side that Trump's going against, the globalists, and they're all for Baphomet, whatever his name is, and satanical rituals and child trafficking and all that awful stuff. And they like to, worship the devil. So I'm just saying, that's another reason why I don't like the globy side. you know, and all the stuff they're bringing in, and what the Pope said at one of his speeches when he didn't actually say heaven, he said hell. And they don't like anything good. They don't like you having faith in anything. They don't like you having a belief in anything good, faith of anything, something that keeps you strong-minded in the belief of hope, humanity, compassion, love, anything like that, because that's what keeps you strong. That's why they're trying to take away your freedom of speech, which Trump's just wrote in back in over there. All this stuff that they're doing, as we know, to dumb you down, to keep you like a robot and doing as you're told, and bringing all the horrible ways of life they wanted to bring in, like that. Ginsburg was bringing in bestiality and said paedophilia was good for kids and wanted to bring the age of sex. Really, yeah. What was that? What's that thing called? What was she bringing in? That list of the list. I can't even remember what the name is. It's like, oh my god, you know what I mean? When you look into it, you're like, what's going on? Yeah, they want to keep you in fear. That side has always been fear mongering on the news. Always put you in fear of standing out, lighting your little light up because you're different to other people, and then you're like, oh, I don't like being different because people are gonna laugh at me, or they're gonna call me, or they're gonna think I'm stupid, or I want to be normal. I don't want to be normal, because if that's what normal is, following the sheep and believing the mainstream media news and putting your trust in governments and stuff, that, yeah, you do. And I think that's what Patricia was saying. Yeah, you do look up to people like that, because you do think, I think I was watching one with Mark Sargent as well, saying about, when he was younger, what he used to believe, you put your trust in people like in suits and in the government and who were very high up, because you think, well, they're trustworthy. I'm not saying not all of them are, but they're not, are they, as we're beginning to learn? So, they locked up our people out, the keys broken, and we are being rescued. The abyss, AK Water. This is the power camp. We are very powerful. They disconnected 12 strands of our dick. Yeah, and I'm into all that. Yeah, Melanie Shaw. Yeah, I have heard about Melanie Shaw. Yeah. All the truth will come out about everything, because this is what they're trying to hide, and all that stuff, what they've done to people, good people. That's why they do. They want to get good people in prison, and they let all the other ones run around doing what they want to do. Some crazy skies now. There is crazy skies. I'm seeing that when I took the pictures every day. Is it just me? My dad will go, it's the weather. I'm like, one big cloud, like they're trying to hide something. Like, it'll be all right. And then all of a sudden, it was beautiful today and the other day, but this big thing keeps coming in. They spread out, and call them chemtrails or whatever. They spread out, and then you're like, can't see the sun properly, can't see this. Is something coming in? Or is it the opposite, where they're trying to hide it for now because they don't want to scare everyone? Which way? I don't know. But people are reporting all over that the cloud thing seems to be the same. It's weird. Superstitious people crack me up. Well, the thing is as well, the flat earth thing, yeah, I'm into it. Yep, definitely. Don't know what shape it is, but don't believe what they say. Now, the thing with NASA, yes, I know they lie, but some people say, oh, you're talking about flat earth, but do you believe planets are round? So wouldn't that mean we're a ball? And it's like, not necessarily, because say we're in our own little, I don't know, but say we're in our own little galaxy system thing, whether it's a computer one or whatever people say, I don't know. We could be a plane, and they could be part of us. Are the planets that NASA look at real, or are they not? But are the stars and the moon and the sun within? And we know where they go. Everyone goes on about simulators, this, that, and the other. It's like, no, I'm not really, we're not a planet, so who cares what's up in the sky? I care what's up in the sky, because I think we should know the truth on all levels, But if you mean in the sense of, I'm not bothered if the planets are round. I don't believe we are, but they could be round. It doesn't mean we are, because they've always said, oh, we're just nothing spinning around, we're not anything. Well, we could be the centre of the universe because we're a plane, and we could have certain celestial bodies, because that's what I believe they are, that are round, big balls of energy. But it doesn't necessarily mean we have to be round. I don't believe that. No, we can't verify what's up there. That's why we can't exactly say that NASA are lying, in the sense of they lie about Earth and the moon landing and that, but it doesn't actually mean that. Some people say, well, if they're lying, then they're lying about planets. Not necessarily. I mean, they lie about stars because we know stars more than they are. The lights, the sound, the vibration, the frequency, they move, they're alive, they're not dead. Oh, they're dead stars from thousands, but no, they're not. Are certain planets part of our system, cosmos, whatever you want to say, because everyone gets triggered by loads of words. Space, everyone gets triggered by that word. I don't know what space is. Is it the ether? Is it the cosmos? Is it crystal waters up there? Because it's something. Waters above, waters below. I don't know, I haven't been, but I do think the dome is only... Yeah, that's why they say, NASA's just said now, the moon is within our atmosphere. Well, it wasn't as far out as you said it was anyway, was it? Really? We know they're nearer. You can tell they're nearer. I believe. But that's why I'm getting a telescope. But I believe, to me... Yeah, I've seen that, the rockets hitting the dome, exactly. Yeah, the dome. Or... Are we in a dome, with the dome, whatever you want to call it? The moon and the stars and the sun are underneath it. What's past it? Is that the celestial bodies? I see it as, I believe in celestial bodies, energy forms, energy that affect us and the planet we live on. They have certain energies that come down to us. That's why everyone's going on about Mercury retrograde. I think it's Mercury retrograde. I probably said that wrong. And different things, energies that affect us. Things that come in all the time on a cycle. I believe in all that. And people can laugh and go on, but it's like, well, we're not there ourselves, you can't tell, can you? But that's why some people say, with meditating, you can get in contact with all these frequencies and different energies, because that's what we used to do. I'm not saying we can go there, but like what Patricia Steere was saying before was, we can't just go there. We're not going to... No, it's this place that we're making better. We can get all the information out. Talked about the Akashic Records. Some people don't believe in that. I do. Everything. It's a bit like what David Icke said. Everything that ever was, will be, and is, because it's all there. It's making where we are now a better place. Like Michael Jackson said, better place. Mercury will go direct soon, thank God. Yeah, because all the energies move about with... I see myself, you don't have to. Just imagine the Earth, right? I'm not saying imagine, it's flat, don't know what shape it is, but if it's like a disc shape, this is how I see it in my little head, just to explain this. Disc shape. Above that, we've got the stars going round, and it's like... certain energy bodies, celestial body, giant bodies of energy that go around, and they go around in a circle like a clock, like the cycles, like they do. And when them energies come in, for how long they come in, it could be hundreds of years, a few years, whatever it is, or just passing. They come in and they affect us, and it affects certain things that's going on, like the age of Pisces. They said was deceit. They said was corruption. They said was corporations, which, funny enough, that's what it has been. Then we got like the age of Aquarius, that's supposed to be lifting the veil and all this, that, and the other, the golden age, blah blah blah. That's how it affects us. So it's like a many ET races here in bodies who also locked in. Yeah, I believe in all that. People can laugh, but it's like, it's all about the energies. So we connect to the energies and the frequencies, the waves. Can't always see them. Don't mean they're not here, does it? So it's like a clock. I see it as a big like sundial. Where the sundial at the bottom, it moves around. When these energies coming off different celestial energy bodies, it affects us and the Earth, and certain things happen. It goes through a process all the time because it's on a cycle, and things happen. And I believe in them times we're supposed to do something. If we don't, then it's not good. And maybe that's how we fell before, with certain things that came in and we didn't, and that's why I believe they're trying to deceive us with the blinkers on. Don't look up, and don't look up to certain things. Don't look at the stars, for certain information, this, that and the other. Oh no, we don't want looking at that, because we want you looking at mainstream media and the celebrities and the materialism side of the, consuming and all this sort, and keeping your eye on that sort of stuff, and then getting angry and jealous because you haven't got this, and she's like this and he's like that, and next door neighbour's got a better car than you, and you, and it goes on and on and on like that. Society, that's not what we're about. That is not what we're about. It's not what we're about. I know lots of people, but I keep myself to myself. I find it hard to talk. It is hard to talk to people, Dave. That's why I believe in connecting on the internet, whether you get people dwelling under the bridge or not. You'll always get that bit, like what Patricia Spears, sorry, I keep forgetting the second name, said. I think it was on a show today, or one of them, about, you'll always get that. You're on the internet, you'll get trolls. It's like she said, you could be doing a video about your dog, butterflies in the garden, or something so beautiful like that, and you'll get someone coming in going, because they're not liking something in their life, so they have to comment on something, even if it's as beautiful as butterflies flying around in your garden. You think, who would troll on that video? But you do get it, and that's probably the way it will be. Well, until they come to love. I keep my circle small. Yeah, people who have big circles, it's like, really? This is why people on Facebook are always like, oh, when it first came out, I've got hundreds of friends. I'm like, they're not your friends. They're just someone you've met, or someone who's friended you because they like the look of you. And you go, yeah, because you want it to look like everybody else, that you've got hundreds of friends. Which of them hundreds friends are there for? 500 friends, 1,000 friends. Which ones do you see? Which ones do you phone? Which ones are you in contact a lot with? Not really your friends, are they? Oh, the new SGT report title, Guess Who's Going to Prison? Oh, let me go and have a look. The flat earth thing I can't get behind. Well, some people can, some people can't. It doesn't matter, Gavin. You may do one day, you may not, but it's all coming to flat earth. A lot of things out there now. And if anyone did watch the Logan Paul thing, no, I'm not into Logan Paul because I see him as an elite child or a puppet, like a lot of them. Especially these rich kids like that. I didn't watch all of it because you could tell it was a hoax and it was a joke, and he didn't really believe in it, and apparently it was 40 minutes long, and then go and watch it yourself. But doesn't really matter because it'll still get people looking, because he's got millions of followers. It'll still get people maybe like, I'm going to have a look into it anyway, Or it's that thing that they wanted us to make us look daft. Like, no, let's make them all look stupid. But people will look, so win-win, really. Win-win. It's not really that bad of a thing if you always look for the silver lining. Always look for the silver lining, I say. Let me go over to SGT report. Yeah, women are cool. They're better listeners than men. Yeah. Thanks, Dave. So, you will probably have a handful of true friends in your life. Yeah, you do. I do. And it doesn't bother me, people are like, it's like I just said, who are your true friends though? Can you count on them? True. That was a true. And I was like, yeah, it was off Pirates of the Caribbean. It wasn't. It was off Cloud Atlas. It was the true. I love saying that now. The true. Hey, the true. SGT report. Guess who's going to prison? Oh yeah, I saw this today. Guess who's going to prison? I think this is the start of things, people. Ba-boom. I think I've got a picture of it, actually. Let me see if I've got the picture. Ba-boom. And I say people who don't believe in stuff should go and research stuff, and then they might see some stuff. Who's going to prison? Do. Yeah. Evidence of Star Wars outside the dome. Well, yeah. And when I see, when Trump says the old Space Force, and people go, oh, yeah, it's space again, it's like, yeah, think of it in a different way, though. Some people laugh. It's like, who knows, who knows? Exactly. It's something, that's why some people say to me, oh, you believe in flat earth, but you go on about, like, space. It's like, well, who knows what it is, Can't really say. I've been up there myself. Like I said, I can't definitely say what, well, I know there's some of the stuff NASA has lied about, the obvious, obviously, moon landers and all that, but other stuff, it's like, who knows, they do mix truth up with lies and this, that and the other, so, it's a bit like the Space Force has been there for, yeah, it's soft disclosure, yep, he hasn't done it for nothing, has he, so, so let me go over to the... Because the things you've just put up, I will watch, and I'll do my own little thing on it. What you got in your hair? What have I got in my hair? What have I got? Oh, this. Oh, I've just got sorry. I've got or what they called, the bandana thing. Dolly's from another planet, Venus. I might be. Yeah, men are from, what was it? Women are from Venus, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Oh, who knows? Because I get a bit moody with someone I talk to. I keep joking, going, well, I'm a reptilian. You know, I've got reptilian eyes. Maybe I'm a reptilian, but I'm for humanity. But I can be a bit like, when I'm trying to get the truth out. Like I said, I do get passive aggressive. And I said to this person the other day, I'm sorry for being so nasty sometimes, but, you know, your truth's your truth and my truth's more, and mine sounds more positive than you. And yeah, I'm just like, but I'm for humanity, do you know what I mean? That's one of the biggest things. One of the biggest things is just humanity. Have you got a fancy clipping? No, what it is I've got a bubble up here where you push your hair through, and then a clip. Oh no, I did have a clipping. No, I haven't. I did have a clipping. No, I've just got a clip. Where's the clip? And I can't even show you. And then I've obviously got one earring in, so no fancy clips. You support the just thoughts. We cannot get underground more than 8. Well, yeah, we've got the thing with. I can't even remember what the name is. It's just gone out of my head. Sleeping Warrior, someone might know. The thing where the Antarctic thing where they shot the weapons up or whatever to see if we can get through the dome, and then there was one where they went. How far down did they dig? They didn't get that far, did they? You know, because if we're in a dome, can we get out, or can we get through it, or can we get, you know, underneath it? If anyone knows what I'm talking about, I think it's the pattern of your headband. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, yeah, it's the pattern. It's the pattern. You know. That's a nice little doodly sketch I did the other day, and then above it, it's because I was writing random things down, says, connected to Earth's grids and galactic chakras DNA. Where's the... Doing some new bags, Sue. Some colourful ones when they're all finished off. With mandalas and bright colours, like electrical. So like I said, do you remember when I said I had that dream thing? Or I don't know what it was, where I felt like I was going through a wormhole, and I looked out, because everyone goes on about the shift, and I was like, and now I need to be on Earth, because it needs to renew itself, and that's what I believe it's doing. It's renewing. We're having a rebirth. Think of birth, rebirth. When a woman has a baby, sorry guys, but when a woman has a baby, it is painful. But you soon forget that pain when you see your baby's face. And it goes away, and then you have more babies. You're like, oh, why did I do that? It was painful. And when I had my second one, I just had gas and air. And I can tell you, just gas and air, water birth, it was painful. I thought I was going to die. But I pushed through it, and I did it, and then I forgot about the pain. We're going through a rebirth. It is painful. It is going to be painful for people to wake up to the truth of the lies we've been programmed. And some of it is going to be proper scary, because it's just going to be like they have just literally woke up in the film The Matrix and gone, what the bleep, 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 bleep. I need a bleep button. Bleep, 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 bleep. What are we? I just woke up in a film. Oh my god. Same here. It's viral pain, but I believe the Earth goes through these cycles and it has a rebirth all the time. But I believe there's a time factor in it. If something doesn't happen within that energy that's coming in, then it'll stay that way. But I believe we're going to the golden age. Some people get freaked out by that. Oh, it's this, it means that. No, the golden age of what we were. Coming back to love, coming back to compassion, coming back to being one, humanity, being in the frequency of vibing with the earth, the grids above and the grids below, the animals, the plants, living together. in harmony. Like I said, if you watch that film, Valerian, see it all there. The beginning of that film is what we were and what came in and destroyed it in a fantasy sense. Maybe not, but if you watch it, you'll be like, boom. If you see it the way I see it, because I was telling someone the other day and I was like, did you watch it? They were like, yeah, I watched it. And I was like, did you see the bit where she was over the earth grids? And he's like, no. I went, ugh, with the water. Water's a big thing, people. And he's like, no. I went, I'd have to watch it again. I see things straight away in the films. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Well, it's all there. It's all there in all the films. My sister's doing it now. She's like, oh, I've seen this and I've seen that. I was like, Yes, because the conditioning, learning the truth about this place we live on is painful. It is, because everything you've been told is a lie, near enough, you know. I've had a baby before, they called it a kidney stone. Well, some men, yes, Tony, not me. Oh, I don't know what conversation's going on there. That's a Taurus Earth. Every 8 years, Uranus moves signs. It's just left Aries, and we will feel Taurian energy again for the next 7 to 8 years. What did you say was Taurus, sorry, energy? Men have more nerve endings down that end, so... Yeah, I'm just saying, in the sense of pain, rebirth, pain, giving birth is painful. We're going through a rebirth of Earth. Gaia is as well, you know, she's going through it, we're going through it. We feel the energies off this Earth, off the energy grids. There's also energy grids above us with the celestial bodies. They connect up to us as well, plants and different things. It's energies from above and energies from below. Keep saying to a friend, I know people say, oh, as above, so below, as within, so without. And it's like, oh, it doesn't mean what you think it does. Well, it does to me. It means quite a few things, but all the same, really. Energies above, energies below. When you have an energy in and you're pumping out the right energy and you give it out, people can feel it, as within, so without. It's a spiritual thing as well. It's about, as I've said and kept saying, to me, it's about the spiritual coming in with the physical. We got separated. I keep saying this. Physical plane, spiritual plane. They were together. That's how we were. They got separated through lies and deceit and things that when our technology fell. We're not in a technology place now where everyone thinks it's new, but when you look really, Atlantis and all that, it wasn't. It's what we had. It's nothing new. But I believe people got greedy and it fell and they wanted to use it for different things and got a bit crazy, and then people got greedy, and then all that thing of like, you know, Adam and Eve and like the serpent whispering in the air. Well, people got greedy and stuff, didn't they? And wanted different things then. If you look at it like that, that's how I see it. Taurus rules the chakras. And yeah, and don't you think like the chakras above are like the planetary system, is the celestial bodies, chakras in the sky, the energies, and we have energy, and it all affects us. The energies of Earth affect us, and the energies above of whatever that is. People use different words. I like to say, some people say ether, cosmos, whatever. It does not mean just because I think that I can't think that the Earth is flat, because yes, I can. I just don't believe the concept of what NASA says. There is no pain when this happens. It will actually be a big party. Well, yeah, because I mean, being freed, because that's what I believe. People will get angry and people will be like, because it is a big like, oh my God, but that's what I said when I found out about Q. When I first got on the Q train and found out a lot of awful stuff, and you know what I'm saying about the kids and everything, I nearly had a heart failure. I had a literal breakdown for 2 weeks, sobbing my heart out. This is why it's so important. But you get past the anger, because you might want to go out and kill somebody. You get past the anger, especially them. You get past it, and it's like, no, We have to act like what we want it to be, and we don't want any of this. And because we know about this, once you know and you see the signs and the symbols and stuff like that, and you know what the truth is, they can't hide in their secret societies because we all see it. So you can't have a secret society if we all know about your secret gang. Do you know what I mean? We are in the process now getting upgrade. Yep. NASA is fake, the snake. Yeah. Good one. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we do absorb energy like a sponge, we do. And that's why that affects us above, and that's how they say, like, spiritual war, or when they're winning above, we're winning below, because it's connected. It's connected. It's connected. I think they win there, we win here. That's why Trump said ages ago, he stood there and went, they don't want it, we don't want it, and they don't want it. And we were like, yes. Oh, Q's awake. Oh, yes, definitely. Q's awake. Death is not what we are told. They made you fear it. Yeah, we used to be in control. Yeah, definitely. We go on. When they say you pass over, it's the words they used. You do pass over. What do you pass over into? Everlasting energy. I said to someone today, because I pulled the card out and it had the number 8 on it, which on its side is the infinity sign. And I think he was trying to say, well, that means you're like locked in a system. I went, look at the silver lining. It means infinity. Energy goes on and on and on. It never dies. It never dies. Energy goes on. We go on. Dolly, you still... Yeah, I'm still watching the sky. When they're in a big smog of cloud over it. But today it was nice because I actually did a video today with the sun and everything. Lovely Dave has given me a gift of money to get myself a telescope, which I've just ordered live on here, which I'm going to do, so that's fantastic. You know, and you know, but the other side of it, because we've got to look at the silver lining and stuff, is it's all very interesting. It's all exciting. It's all wondrous. The earth is a wondrous place. The earth is so beautiful, and people forget. Don't spend time in nature, how beautiful it is. I've been in my garden today planting. I keep getting little bits of plants to put in my garden to make my own little Eden for summer, because yeah, it's nice to go out on day trips and that, and I'm sure I'll be doing that, but I do like to escape. Some people might think it's sad, I don't. In my garden, I don't want to escape from it. I want to escape into it. So I want to try and make it beautiful this year, because there's not much in it, but I'm trying to get into gardening, and I'm figuring out what I'm going to stick in it next and what I'm digging out and this, that and the other. I know people I know, because they'll probably think that I'm all gawking at them over there, like, I think they're all gawking at me half the time, like, what's she doing in the garden now, ooping and God knows what. Have I seen anything good lately? Like, the skies haven't been that clear. They haven't been that clear. They were clear last night, but no. It was beautiful before the war started. Yeah, that's what I mean, Eden. They're killing off the planet. All this stuff about NASA. Oh yeah, we're going to another. We're gonna go and live on Mars. We're going on all them films they put out there with bloody thinking all that. No, they just wanted to kill our planet off of us on it. They might have been bogging off somewhere more like underground in the bunkers, which are getting blown up and stuff anyway, in Epstein Island. I don't know. It's more like, no. Earth is a beautiful place and we need to look after it. That's why they were killing it off, putting plastics in the sea, poisoning the sea with oil. They're not on the news, oh yeah, look at this, that. They do all that. It's not no accident. They do it to kill the sea creatures. They're like very high vibrating, aren't they? Like dolphins and whales and stuff like that send frequencies out to Earth, that help Earth. Anything from Earth, they don't like. Anything good, anything natural, they don't like. Our biological sort of computer system, if people want to call it, they're going about the Matrix. Yeah, the biological one is like, it is like a Matrix. When you look at certain stuff in your body and the Earth, it looks like a computer system. Your nerve endings look like wires and stuff and all that stuff, and they connect to. Yeah, it's all the same. Except as ours is the right word, biological, natural. Yeah, it is like that. But there's unnatural and there's natural, and they don't like the natural because we're actually, you know, we're very powerful. Community gardens are. Well, do you know what? Where I live, apparently they're looking into building this new bus station, and on the top of the bus station, they're having a big garden. I thought, well, at least something's changing there, because even if you live in a concrete city, you've seen them videos out where they're actually building high rises now with trees on them and plants and everything, so it looks all green. That's the way it should be. It doesn't just mean because you live in a high rise or concrete city that they can't have green there. Do I think Neo is the one? Who do you mean? Out of Red Pill or Blue Pill? Matrix? Yeah. What did Crosshatch just say? Dolly, try this. I don't in the fairy. Yeah, I know about the fairy houses. My sister does fairy stuff. Oh, it's Jon Snow's in the house. Sorry, I have to say it every time. Jon Snow's in the house. Can everyone just say, winter's coming, Jon Snow? Still haven't seen the end of it. Yes, I am going to make a fairy house because I've actually got a stump in the garden and I thought I could make it. I should try and do it. I was going to do it with some jars, so maybe I'll show you. And when I've done it, I was going to do a tea light one, stick it in the garden. I know Jon Snow laughs every time because every time he comes in I have to say it. Jon Snow, because my son looks like the picture. Winter's coming. See that ice wall over there? It looks like that Antarctica ice wall, doesn't it? What's past the ice wall? Is it the White Walkers? Don't know why I'm talking like that. Different dimensions, I don't know. It's all exciting, isn't it? They didn't make us slaves because we were worthless. They wanted what we have. It's like everyone goes about the Anunnaki, gold, mining for gold, atomical gold, whatever it was. Were they actually mining for us? I think we were gold. I think our essence, when I think more and more, it's like our essence was golden. Our essence, our energy, our essence. Our essence is very powerful. I saw your cauldron in the garden, I took mine out. Yeah, I put it in the garden, Sue, because I thought, well, it's a little sort of, what would you call it, fire pit, but mine's only small. And I've been looking at fire pits because I want a big one, like a chimney one. I did have one, but it smashed itself, when it goes cold. So I thought, I'll stick that in the garden because I don't really use it in the house. I want like a little bowly thing for doing little things with. So I thought I'll stick it in the garden and put some wood in it so it's like a little burner I can sit next to. Yes, we are golden. Yeah, and we're going back to the golden age. So I think when they sometimes say they were mining for gold, I think they were mining for us, our power, our energy. They were harvesting our energy. Just like I saw someone the other day called Rosie Jenner, I think it is, of a friend of Thoughts and Perception. If you haven't checked their channels, I'll check them out. And she did something the other day, and funnily enough, me and my dad were talking about this sort of the same thing as in shopping. When you go shopping to big shopping centres, they're harnessing your energy. So she was saying something like, when you have these kiddie centres there, because I don't go shopping like that anymore, and they're all bouncing around, but some of them, whatever energy it is, could be bad energy, good energy, like horror films, if they sat in the cinema, they're harvesting our energy. And when you're going shopping and you're getting mad because everything's busy and all that, they're harvesting your energy. Harvesting our energy, that's what they're doing. So when you look at like a power, Earth is like a power, a sort of grid, like, what would you call it? Like what they called inside a computer, like I can't remember what they're called. And certain columns and things, weird, they look like the things that go on a computer board, but a biological one. They're harvesting our energy. That's what they're doing. Yeah, gold is in the currency of the Anunnaki. We are still paying them. Not for long, we're not. But I believe it's our energy they were harvesting. That's why when you look into queuing that and you learn about the kids, which isn't very nice, and what they do, with adrenochrome and all that, harvesting the energy and the essence, and that's why it's all out in their films. Like I said, the Q book said the dark crystal after I talked about that. I was like, no way, if they put the dark crystal. Yeah, circuit board, thank you. Can't think what it was. A circuit board. Earth is like a biological circuit board. There's all energies reside everywhere. That's why you say about grounding when you take your feet off. So no, I don't believe in the Matrix, but we're not an AI as in that AI. We're more a biological, earthly, natural. Yeah, ley lines, natural circuit board. And then there's the what do you call it? The unnatural one. Not saying about that's bad, because we did use technology. The thing is, Atlantis was motherboard. Yeah, exactly. Was technology with the earth, but it was in harmony. But something went wrong, didn't it? And it fell because they were either using too much of it. People got greedy. That we used both together. I believe. Not all the Anunnaki were negative. No, John. No, that's what I mean. To me, if you're believing in different species out there, different races, is just the same as us. You got good people and you've got bad people. You've got, you're good, you know your moral compass, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. But if you're greedy and you don't care and you want to do everything for yourself, you're probably going to go to that side. But if you're more like a giver and you care about humanity, you're going to be more sensible. So I believe that in that sense as well. But we're all going into unity. But I think some people see the unity thing as, well, if we're all into unity for one, you don't need other people. Yes, you do. We do need each other, because you couldn't live on an island on your own and survive that long, I don't believe, compared to a group that were together in harmony, not fighting, like the film Lord of the Rings, with the Lord of the Flies or something. You help each other. You help each other. Oh, there'll be unity, all right. We're not going to be in the EU. Trump, Q, got the Q, There might be a bit of arguing and all that, but in the end, we will be out with no deal, because we don't want to be part of the Khazarian Mafia. No, thank you. People are seeing it all around the world. We all know what's going on. It's not just Brexit. It's everything, everywhere, all at the same time. Bit of a coincidence, isn't it? Yeah, you would go stir crazy without other people. If we were meant to be on our own, there'd only be one person here, wouldn't there? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's just, if anything, it's an amazing time to be alive, that we're here to see all this change that other people haven't seen and thought they were going bonkers. Do you know what I mean? And have passed on to the other side and must be thinking, and people who've passed over that never knew anything. Bonkers. That's Uranus, the Great Awakener. Yeah, so, So, L.A. Taylor, what do you think about, I'm just going to put this to you, because people go, flat earth, and like, well, you're not going to believe in planets, but celestial bodies of energy, Because even if they've had NASA and they've shown, like, planets, whatever, putting energy out, I believe in stuff like that. I just don't believe the concepts of all that they've said, There's lies and truths in everything. Yeah, we're living in the end time of this empire. Yeah, we're living in the end time, but it's the apocalypse, which means the lifting of the veil for them. It's the end of the world for them. We're living in the end times of the deceit that's been here, the Piscean age, which was, I think that was it with Jesus Christ as well. All that sort of stuff. It's the old guard falling down. Yeah, Mercury retrograde can do it to a person. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, I'm really tired, or I'm really this, or I'm really that. It's like, it's all coming in. Yeah, they said they're going to fake a big world event, like what, Project Bluebeam or something, but most of us know about that. That's if they actually get to do it or not. Because there's pockets of their resistance everywhere, but there's an alliance, isn't there? So they've already tried it. They did a little one in New Zealand. Go and watch SGG report. There was something in it, was it LA? Was it before Christmas or after Christmas, where they got that package stuff? I think it was something like anthrax. They were going to try and do something. They were going to kill a load of people off. That's why Q always says stay vigilant, because there are pockets of them that will try horrendous things like they always have done. 9/11 and all stuff like that, conspiracy. So, if you get what I'm saying. But you believe in like, you know, astrology and the planets, because it doesn't mean we're a planet just because there's planets. If they are round, what if they're not? What if they're the way the youth treat elders? Exactly, and that's why it's got to all come back into that. Treat your elders well, you know, and stuff like that, because they know a lot. All souls wake up at the end of it. Yeah, I believe they do. That's why I said, even if people aren't waking up, they're going to wake up anyway. Some people might say it's abruptly, well, they're going to wake up anyway. That's why there has to be people that know about stuff, so they will help. All souls wake up at the end of the cycle, okay? The Great Awakening, it's not the end of us. No, it's not the end of us, but it's the end of the parasites. Exactly. Their allies, most will be wiped from existence after the... Yeah, exactly, and that's what I believe. Like I said, they got the eradicated off the face of the earth, because it's the end of their world as they know it. They try to scare us. That's why they've done certain things and pushed certain things, because they knew it was coming. They've known it was coming. No, they knew it was coming. A lot of things are a lie. We know that. That's what we're saying. I was nutty when I was younger, stealing out the house. Guaranteed. Naughty Beaver. Yeah, Naughty Beaver. I like Naughty Beaver channel. Naughty Beaver is well in tune with what's happening. Yeah. Here's my dad. Hello, Waxman. Creepy porn lawyer. If I said it right, Aventi arrested judge overseeing Epstein's case died yesterday. It's not a coincidence. The judge seeing over Epstein's Island died yesterday. It's a coincidence, isn't it? I wonder what that was. And the Earth's flat. Yeah, exactly. Epstein's Island. I'm so glad they bombed that place. Oh, pure evil. Why isn't May out? She will be out. Q said their opposition to out her and putting it. If you know how Q works, he told her last year. We thought it was last year, it's this year. She's been told. Patience. She will be out. She had a bit of a sore throat recently. It's like the Queen apparently were reporting she was dying of cancer. Yes, think they're cacking themselves, aren't they? That's all I can say. Did they bomb it? Well, there's a video out. Let me see if I can find it. I did send it to someone actually and showed you a picture of it on fire. Yeah. Dad, did you send it me? Oh boy. Oh, what's that, Dad? What's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, the video will be broadcasted on television tonight. Workers clash with French riot police. The riots are already happening. They've been happening for ages. That's on Twitter. When people are saying there's going to be riots, there already has been if you look round. They've been going on since last year. Yep. Just let me check. Dad, did you send me the one with the bombing of Epstein's Island? Not sure. Maybe not. I'll actually show you a picture. Viva la France, power to the people. Exactly, power to the people all over, because we're all doing it. That's why there's loads of different things happening in different countries. We've got Brexit. France has got that. Venezuela's got that. We've all got something. This was 8 months ago, remember, because we knew about this, didn't we? Jeffrey Epstein's pedo island burns to the ground. But obviously they didn't really tell us this in their mainstream media, did they? Of course they didn't. Oh, fire. Yeah, we knew about that because there was things in Q drops and pictures and stuff that we saw of certain things, but I'll have to find the video because there was a video. There's a video to it, Dad, isn't there? A little video. It shows you flying. It shows you planes. Let me see if I can find it. Planes flying over. I don't know where it was. Let me have a brief look in history. See if I can find it. Probably won't be able to find it. I'll tell you who else is good that I've been listening to. Oh, here it is. Hang on. Now Comes the Pain on American Prophet, if you've not watched American Prophet. Hang on. Oh, who's that? No, they're bombing Epstein's Island. Oh. To do the Rothschilds, married to the Rothschild. There's Britney Spears. Wonder why she had a breakdown. Yeah, Marshall. Don't know whether they bombed it. He'd already attempted to demolish and fill the tunnels. Oh yeah, I think he who owned it tried to oh look who's this? Tried to fill the tunnels up, so I don't know what they were doing, or he dismantled it or whatever. Who's that? Madeleine McCann? Yeah, nothing found on Trump, we all knew that. What's going on in there? Morpheus. It is, here it is, plain. Boom. Like I said, I don't know if they bombed it or whatever. I think he tried to fill it in. They tried to close up the tunnels and stuff. We all know why. Not very nice. But if you do want to check that out, it was by a really good channel, American Prophet, and it's called Now Comes the Pain, episode 4. So American Prophet, Now Comes the Pain, episode 4. So that's a good one to watch. The Madeleine thing is starting to get annoying. Yeah, well, that was all BS, wasn't it? I think that'll all come out as well. People realise. It's on Netflix as well. I didn't know it was on Netflix. More money. Just want to say. Yeah, well, that's why Empathic Awakened is why they said the whole thing, when people do wake up, will stop, because they went for the kids. And when people, I mean, they might think a load of other stuff is bad, but when they realise what they've been doing to the children of the world, that anger, because that's where that anger got me, but it went, because that's why we need to see the truth to know what we do want and what we don't want. And that when everyone's eyes are opened, that is not going to happen anymore, because you have not got your secret societies and crap and lies and corruption to do what you've been doing to us and our children. They are so dark and evil, some will never wrap their heads around it. They won't, as it will have to be detached a bit like me, yeah? Detach a bit. It makes me so angry if I didn't keep your kids close and protect all the children. Exactly. People love the... Well, people are going to look at something and go, that's not real. That didn't happen today. That happened in like the medieval times. Whatever. It's like, really? This world is not what you think it is. And trusting the Kardashians too much. Yeah, they do. They do. I don't know if... I think she's been neutralised now. I don't know because there's a lot that has been neutralised. But that's what I'm saying about the stars in the sky. They want you looking at the celebrity stars, believing everything they say because they have millions of followers. Blah, 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 blah. If you knew what half of them were doing behind the scenes, you would not be following them. You would not be buying magazines. There's a lot you wouldn't be doing. So I'm going to go in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to show you what cards popped out. So does anyone think about the stars a lot, like what they could be? Because if they're energy and we pass over, is anyone on the same wavelength as me? The Watchers. Just putting that out there. Don't know if anyone gets what I'm saying. I sort of know what I'm talking about. We get new stars all the time. Balls of energy, like a little energy. Watchers. Anyone on the same wavelength as me with anything there? Or is it just me? Angels of past peeps. That's what I think. That's what I like to think, because it's like we go to an energy form. What form is it? When orbs come, they look a bit similar. Research what total BS has just gone down in New Zealand. Yeah, I said that, Dad. I said, if you want to know what total BS has gone down in New Zealand, go and watch the SGT report on New Zealand and you'll see what games they play. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's how I think is energy. They tell us there's something else, millions of light years. I'm like, it could be something else. Freedom, peace, joy and happiness to all, but please don't mess with anyone else. Exactly. So, stars or atoms? What do you think? So, right, this came out in order of... This one fell out, which I showed before, being service, because this is what it's about, being kind to others. It's not all about yourself, which, that's what they want us to do, don't they? I tell people to look at the stars and they are scared. They're scared because they look at certain scriptures and things that tell you not to, because it's evil. It's like, it's not. It's what, if anything, you should be looking up. You shouldn't be looking at the celebrity stars, not them ones. Everything is energy, so I think you're right, Dolly. Yeah, I just like to see it like that. If everything's energy and we get new stars, what sort of energy form do we turn into? And they go about the Watchers watching. Then I think of the film Stardust. Some people think it's far-fetched, but you know me and my film thing. Yes, we know about television. I say that all the time. I say tell lies in visions. That's why it's called television, because they play on words with stuff like history. Is his story, who was winning at the time, his story. Television. I don't watch television, but I watch a lot of films because truth's... TV mainstream media is lies, but actual fantasy films and stuff like that is actual truth, what they put in there. Swap it around, because that's what they do. So the next one that came up was number 11, make a decision. Pepsi. Yeah, they play on words with all that. It's like Evian, is it? Naive, or is it Evian? Make a decision. Funny how it's like Isis and the Egyptian, Actually, I'm going to read this one out because I've not seen this one for a bit. We have had it, but... These are only short ones anyway. So, before I go... Your sheer determination is highlighted at this time. Your spirit will support your desires and manifestations. The ability to create or destroy has always been within your skill base. You have the wisdom and the confidence needed to use the skills constructively. Now is the time to act. If you know what it is you want to accomplish and why. Since the powers of transformation are at your command, change your desires into objectives, your thoughts into actions, which I've said before. Yes, we do meditate and we do have these thoughts and that, but it has had to have feet on the ground for action because it is part of us as well, the physical and spiritual interaction as well. Your goals into achievements. If you have recently met with failure, know you can change the failure into success. The only limits you have are those you impose on yourself. Exactly. Exactly. You say everything's impossible when you could be saying, I'm possible. Split the word up. The biggest scam is not allowing normal garages to service the make a decision. Your art gallery studio is coming up. Thank you. I just need to get doing some more. That's what I need to do. So the next one was number 9. Perfect setting. We've had this one before because when all's said and done, we'll be repainting this setting, going back to what it should be. You know, we can have the setting we want it to be. New Earth, whatever you want to call it. Perfect setting. Perfect setting. Which says, if you have a goal or vision, be sure to provide the right surroundings for the dream to flourish. We all have that same goal with that, don't we? Positive self-talk, affirmations. Yep. Have company, will watch you all later. Oh, bye, Lisa. Affirmations, being kind to yourself, celebrating your talents and success. All of these create fertile soil for your dreams. Of course they do, which manifest to take root and grow. Sometimes when you push too hard, it can hinder the harmonious. You don't need to push for it too hard. You just need to believe. Unfolding of your journey. Trust the process, relax, and allow nature to take its course. Belief and positive support is needed to accomplish your goal. Keep in mind nature makes growing and blossoming look effortless, but the secret is in all the details: position, sun, soil, air, water and nourishment. Make sure you are being the steps necessary to attain your perfect environment, because as much as it's the environment of earth, that goes the same for us with our bodies, which I'm trying to do with certain foods. You know, when you're trying to get rid of stuff, purging stuff, bringing new things in that you might not have tried before, looking after your ecosystem. This one. Ecosystem. Is that the right word? Gotta go. Bye, Dad. I'm going in a minute as well. Number 5, clear out the old wool. Isn't it interesting? This was the last card, number 5. Clearing out the old what? The old guard. The key. What the key? What? To another dimension. The key to another world. The rose. We've been talking about the new flower of life. Rose. The watchers. Oh, what's this? The time clock, you know, what's this? The blinkers off, you know, we're seeing the light, we don't want the blinkers on anymore. Stars, rainbow ascension, lots going on here, lots going on. Oh, there's a sundial there, you know, I was talking about sundial before, sundial, you know, female, male. I think what's she doing there? And the clock of the hands is on the 12th hour. The 12th hour. What's the 12th sign of the zodiac? Or is it the 12th sign in the house? Is it 12th sign in the house? But yeah. Funny enough, she's pouring the waters from above here. Flowing in together. Waters are flowing into one here. Where is she? Here and here together. Hi. Going now. So yeah. Very convenient, isn't it? Clear out the old guards being brought down. Pisces, yeah. Is that what you were saying, Pisces? So I thought that was interesting. Because that is what's going on in it. You could even say that's making a decision. Some people make a decision for, you know, good or bad. We've got the perfect setting because we're all bringing that in with different ways of people meditating and the goodness people are trying to get in with the energies. And then you've got clearing out the old because we need to get rid of that old system. The physical system, because like I said yesterday or the other day, people are like, oh, the physical thing. It's like, yes, but we got hijacked, so we have to break into that physical system because they've poisoned us with certain things like medicines that hinders this system. They knew that, so we can't work to our highest potential because it's poisoning us. Some people, the people who are asleep, don't know that. So it's calcifying your pineal gland and all that. People can't, work it properly if they don't know and realise what they're eating, drinking and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so that was the cards. I love these cards, especially because they are nature's whispers. Nature's always whispering, so you need to get out in it more because that's a very healing thing. Might just do one now before I go. They're from today, but yeah. Oh yeah, the one, the dice thing, yeah. Hang on, I've got a card in. You mix these cards up with just had, so. And what does some people think about, when I mentioned my star sign, I've got a friend who goes, yeah, but that's not the real star signs, is it? It's is it the Mayan calendar? And I'm like, it's like all religions have the different gods, but they're all the same. If anyone gets what I'm saying. When I say I'm a Pisces, but you're not really a Pisces because that's not the real star signs. I don't believe in that. I believe in, they try and put stuff out in magazines as in, this is your horoscope. People get dead excited to read it when, that could be Pisces. It's more of the workings of astrology on those star signs, house signs, on Earth and the energies and all stuff like that. Not the horoscopes in, magazines. So you can look into that and stuff. Because mine sounds like me, whether people believe it or not. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff out there, even the good stuff that's out there. I think there's truth and lies in everything and twists and turns, so who knows? Cancer and Pisces make a power couple. I'm a Pisces. Oh, and before I go, just remembered, I don't know if she's one actually. One person I've been watching is Sagittarius. Yeah, I always say that. Sagittarius. I think it's to do with that in the celestial body. Because the celestial body and the sky bodies. I tell you who's a really good one to go and watch, because I really like her, but she was talking about something. I like the way she was saying it. Is, hi, horoscopes are a cock. You could, yeah, but in other senses they're good. Not necessarily that. Laura Eisenhower, you should know who Laura Eisenhower is, her channel, and she did one the other day called, it was yesterday, I was listening to it because I'm like, yeah, I say Sagittarius, was astrology for the week updated, but what was she talking about? Why was I listening?
Right down on Facebook. If you could send me a personal email, but because I'm all filled up, I can't take any more. Just to have the added resources to finish these books. They just expansiveness, but in sort of a higher chakra kind of love expression. Because Uranus takes us into the truth frequency and sovereignty. It's more in a universal loving energetic that isn't maybe so needy or so emotional. So it's that nice balance of feeling a lot of love for self and love for others
Energies of the
without
astrology.
kind of the imbalance that can come from having some difficult
What I've just been
emotions
talking
surrounding
about.
love. And so Uranus is the great liberator. And it doesn't mean that liberation as far as like the endings of partnerships, where often the friction with Uranus can create endings or separation. The positive flow of Uranus is that we're able to be truly who we are and walk side by side with somebody who's able to do that as well. And if it's not about a partner, it's our ability to really feel in oneness or deep connection with the unified field and 0 point energy. And so if it's about a partner, we might feel, if we have a partner or moving into a relationship, that we're able to semi-square to Uranus. So we might feel a little bit of anxiety in our mental bodies and a little bit of tension.
But she's really good. I like watching Laura Eisenhower, and that's Laura Eisenhower's channel. Laura Eisenhower is obviously the great granddaughter of Eisenhower, so I like her channel. Also, before I go, another channel is, I have shouted her out before, is
They are protecting Barack Obama.
Roseanne Barr. Now you want to go and listen to what she's talking about. And I sent it to a friend who was like, oh, she knows, doesn't she? So why does she like Trump? I'm like, because she knows that Trump is good, and of course she knows. I think I did mention it before, but she was talking about which one was she doing? She only does like 2-minute videos, but they're good. Humans and Messengers. I haven't heard that one actually. What's she saying?
Well, here's an interesting fact that I thought, well, maybe people would get this now.
I love her as
It's
well.
esoteric, but a lot of people are too anymore. But one of the things that was taught by Jewish teachers about 2,000 years ago, I'll leave it to you to figure out what that means, but one of the teachers taught us that not everybody here on this planet has a soul. In fact, a lot of them are just projections of program, and that's all they care about is regurgitating the program that they have
The lies.
been created by artificial intelligence to spout, because they don't have any real intelligence. And how you tell the difference is a human being has the ability to change, and a messenger cannot change. A messenger has a different soul than a human being. The messengers are here to program artificial intelligence. The messengers are here to tempt and sway people who have souls. And
That
they do
mainstream
it quite
media.
effectively. But when you go
The
back to
messages they
roots,
put across.
the way you tell if you're a human being or just a messenger, a co-opted bot of artificial intelligence, is you can change. A human being has the ability to change its mind. And isn't that wonderful?
She is a true good soul, and that's why my friend couldn't get his head round the fact that it's like, but she knows, but why does she support Trump? Why do you think? Some people be like, oh, but she's Jewish. No, she's not a fake one though, is she? She's not Khazarian Mafia, is she? Loved Roseanne, loved her watching her when I was younger with my dad, Waxman. She's good. People have said worse and wasn't in a bad place. It's like when she said what she said about Valerie Jarrett, even though it's true and she does look like, But they all said on that side that Trump looked like an orange orangutan. Same thing. She said monkey, they said monkey, but she lost a job and they didn't. So, yeah, when she's talking about people can't change, the mainstream media and reporters who sit there and all that just keep regurgitating stuff, don't they? So yeah. So she's a good woman, and I highly recommend you go and listen to some of her videos, but listen to what she's saying. And they're only like 2 minutes long, and she does a lot every day. That taxi driver was an angel in disguise. So, do I think we should have guns? Yeah, I do. Guns don't kill people. People do. They could be it's just there for protection. You shouldn't need to use them. But if someone came after you, you would be able to use them, because that's why the government were taking guns away. Because if they came after you, you wouldn't be able to defend yourself. And also with the thing in, you go and watch the SGT report, what they're reporting on about New Zealand is they're trying to gun grab over there again. Because if the elites went down there out of the way for whenever it kicks off, they know that the people down there can't go after the elites because they won't have anything to go after them with. Gun grabbing, like they did in England, like they did over here, that people forget about, Dunblane, school shootings, Dunblane, got no guns. If everyone had guns, don't want to be doing anything, it'd just be like, you've got a gun, if you trespass this, that and the other, but you shouldn't really have to use them unless you really had to. That's why in America they couldn't do it, because there's so many people in America that had guns, but they wanted to take them. So if what they were going to bring out with Hillary Clinton and all that sort of stuff, or they were rounding you all up or whatever, you can't protect yourselves. But they know there's loads of you with guns. Then they didn't remove that Second Amendment, did they? All about gun grabbing. Guns don't kill people, people do. And a lot of these ones that, I'm not saying all of them, but some of them who've done it, mind control. It's all in that series, OA, Original Angel. You see all that in there as well. Yeah. It's when people realise about, not saying certain people haven't died or whatever, when people start looking into it properly, it's like, you know what, so honestly, go and watch STT report on the New Zealand Christchurch thing and open your eyes to that. Oh, thank you. So, oh yeah, I'm doing a card and then I'm going, aren't I? Because I'm going to go and watch it's just flipped over. I'm going to go and watch the rest of a bit more of OA, Original Angel. I'm Australian and it seemed so unrealistic. Yeah. But when you think about things now in the past, like when we think about Dunblane and stuff, it's all starting to make sense and connect up, isn't it, really? You're in bed with a brew now. I know I'll be going to bed soon. What time is it? Yeah, I'm going to have about an hour. So hopefully, I don't know when, sometime this week, I should be getting a better camera. I've got good speakers now, and that'll be good for us all. Thank you. Oh, you love my makeup, I don't know. You can hardly see it. Yeah, 9/11, etc. Exactly. YouTube being messed up because of the shootings, you can't filter it. Well, you can go on SGT report though. I bet it's still there, but I can go on now. Let's see. You see, SGT report. I'll be coming out anyway. The truth will set you free. SGT report. Let's see if it has or not. SGT report. No, it's there. SGT report. Christchurch. Oh.
Then we can stop these cowards and expose them. But if we bury our heads in the sand, there's going to be more New Zealand style.
Yeah, it's there. That's why they said if we bury our heads in the sand and don't look at stuff, then things carry on. That's why things have to come to the light of day for people to see. Yeah, I'll probably finish it maybe by tomorrow, because I got up to the bit where she was in the tree and she was connecting. And I was like, just watching it like, oh my God. So, I'm coming, Jack. Oh, that one jumped, but I want another. I feel like two. So, yeah, some people do die in the false flag. Yeah, they do. That's what I'm saying. They do. But people need to know what it is though as well. Ugh. So I'm saying people look up to these news channels and places thinking, oh yeah, they tell us the truth. Like, do they? Okay. Right. Maintain your childlike spirit. That's very important. As we've had this one before. And then the last one is empowerment, because that's what we're all coming into. See the light. Be empowered. Talk truth. Don't be in fear. Stand like a lion and a lioness. But yeah. Oh, what's this? The dome. Can be a bit stormy at times, but ooh, got a bit of Tesla going on there. So, what is in this picture actually? It's like all the seasons. We've got a rainbow energy. It's a rainbow. Why do we get a rainbow though? Yeah, so empowerment. 45, I didn't realise. 45. Sorry, I've got dirt in my nails because I've been in the garden. Like, ooh, I need to do my nails. Oh, we've got little birdies on it, Jack, as well. So, yeah. So, I thought it was random. I think I've said everything. That was a bit blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's just the JFK vid. Oh, the JFK video. Let me just see if I can find it for me. Battery dies. If it does, I'll have to show you another time. Some of you have probably seen it anyway. I think it's this one. Who does this look like at an airport? Look at the hairline. Sorry, this is why when I go on my PC, I'll be able to show you better. Where's it gone now? Not sure where it was taken. But I'll give you to go and watch it because you can't see it properly on my camera. You know, that's why I said I'd be able to do more things on PC. That was, the one I was watching it on anyway, was Ballo. I don't even know how to say that. This channel. Oh, where's it just gone? It's called the new JFK Jr. movie. This channel, BALLOMNI. This guy here. So check that out and see what you think. So I'm gonna go and get a brew, go and chill out. I've got loads of stuff. I'm gonna try and get into my painting and everything, put some energy into it, do some of my stuff. And yeah, and I'll probably see you tomorrow or Wednesday. So have a great evening, morning, whatever, wherever you are. And thank you, Dave. That was very, very kind. I will let you know and show you all when it comes and everything. That was so kind of you. I'm like, oh, Finn will love it as well. Hopefully the skies will get clearer. and then I'll be reporting on that as well. So that was very kind of it. I was a bit worried because I was like, it's not gone in the finger, I don't know where, oh my God, I hope his money's not been taken off him. Oh. But that is, you know, very, very, very kind. So thank you very much. And, you know, yeah, so where we go one, we go all. We're not at the end of March yet, people. Keep eyes out and things. Is that my big diamond ring? And I'll probably see you tomorrow, because I'll probably be doing a report on OA, the original Angel, and a few other things. So, yeah. And like I said, if you haven't seen Valerian, you need to go and watch it on Netflix.